if no one has told you already today, I want you to know that you are beautiful. For those of you that are new, welcome. I'm Jem. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be discussing what you need to know right now. So in pick a card readings, you can view them how you like. You can watch the whole video or watch whatever pile catches your eye, as long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. You can decide your own future and you have your own free will. Also know that every reader reads differently and I tend to read pretty candid. Before we hop right into the video, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help out my channel. One is by subscribing. That is the biggest way you can help. And I also sell personal readings on my DEPOP. Every single deck you see on my channel is listed there. $10 for 30 minutes. Unlisted, posted on YouTube for your eyes only. I also have an Instagram where I post tarot reels, tarot advice. And if you're feeling generous, I also have an Amazon wish list of decks that I desire. Know that any donations to me are extremely appreciated, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So let's hop into the pile selection. We have 3 piles here. We have this beautiful thumbnail, these beautiful thumbnails. Let's take them all for a sec. The cards here are for each pile. We have Patience for number 1, and this thumbnail. So it's a lot of blue. She has 2 different eye colors. She's got very straight, long hair. She also looks from a descent of Asian or Asia. That could be significant. It doesn't have to be though. She also has like black eyebrows, and she has very clear skin, really big lips, and she looks very skinny as well. Like you could see her collarbone popping out. And she has like baby bangs. So if that resonates with you, pile 1, as well as a situation that maybe you need to hear something about patience, what you need to hear right now, that's the title of this video. And the subject of the matter of this reading is going to be about patience. So on to the next pile, we have Beauty. And this is the thumbnail for that. She's got these cute space buns. She has ear piercings, these top row ones as well as the bottom. She also has like this really cute eye makeup. She's got these little gems underneath her eyes and like some eyeshadow underneath her eyes. She looks like she has brown eyes as well, which match her hair color. She also has very thick lips as well. And she has a chain necklace, and she looks like she's wearing a black dress. So if that's significant, and if your subject of something that you may need to hear right now about beauty is significant to you, then you may want to pick pile 2. Now on to pile 3, we have Wishes Granted. Let's move this over. You could be dealing with some sort of possible wishes that may be coming true for you, pile 3, or soon to be coming true. If you feel called to this pile, she looks like a e-girl. She's got like these white bangs, front pieces. She's got black hair. She looks like she's wearing bunny ears or doing some sort of cosplay. She has a choker on. Also these really cute heart earrings. She has like this tattoo in her hair. And she's got pink eyes. Maybe she's wearing contacts and some like cute little dots underneath her eyes. And also, of course, big lips. So if that, is called to you or looks like you, or you feel called to this picture, this could be your reading about potential wishes being granted for you. So let's hop into pile 1. So pile 1. Hopefully all my nails don't fucking immediately pop off, which would be very annoying. Let's actually take these cards out, just so I don't have to worry about. I hope you guys could hear me as well. Alright. So, pile 1. We're going to be shuffling for you on camera. We're going to do it every single pile. So, we're going to be using the appearance cards. Sorry, I didn't mean to say appearance cards. The archetype cards here. We're gonna get one out for you to represent who you are in this situation. So give us a card that represents pile 1 in the situation of patience to help us understand a little bit more of what exactly is going on here. All these cards were already pre-shuffled, but I want you guys to be able to see that they're being shuffled as well. So let's get one card. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got Seeker. This came out in my other readings. One of my nails already popped up. That's great. It's in the shadow attribute because it's in reverse, so we'll see more a little bit about that. Next we have the Wild Unknown. Please get us a Wild Unknown card. So, who are you in this situation, pile 1? Who are you in this situation? Who is pile 1 in this situation of patience? 1, we got the Gazelle, as well as this Starfish. I'll take these two for you. I'm trying not to get so you can see the cards. Alright. Now we have the emotions deck. What are your emotions? What is pile 1's emotions within this situation of patience? What is pile 1's emotions within the situation of patience? 1, 2, 3. We got death. A death of a situation, some sort of big change, new beginning. Definitely, since you are pile 1. Pile 1, the number 1 represents new beginnings, change. Advice about the situation. So please give us some advice for pile 1. What's some advice that pile 1 can receive for us today? Let's see what your spirit guides have to say. 1, 2, 3. We have impermanence. Life is always changing. I drift easily through those changes, good and the bad. As I drift through hard times, I can take comfort in knowing I will be leaving them behind. As I drift away from good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. Okay. Let me just get all your cards out first, and then we'll hop into what this is telling us today. So we're going to take out some tarot cards. And let's get the last couple messages of what does this reading want you to know right now? So what do they need you to know right now about the situation? 1, 2, 3. We have the Devil. Interesting. There definitely needs to be some change. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm sorry about my nail. I have these like little glue-on nails and they pop off. Oh, we got 2 cards. Okay. They were both in reverse. All right. Let me now organize the cards and we'll get into it for you. All right. So, let me roll up my sleeves. All right, so air sign, specifically Capricorn, could be significant. It doesn't have to be, though. We also have a bit of Scorpio here. But this could also just be Mars energy because a death of a situation. We have water and fire there. Also, by the way, these could be parts of your chart that could be coming out and being significant. So you may want to reflect on your chart. So, with the Seeker, we have inability to commit to a path once found. Okay. And then we have Starfish and Gazelle. So, Starfish. I wish I knew these by heart. I apologize. is beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural, exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all, beginning around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deep callings. When it's their card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I been putting aside to please others? And then we have when in balance, uplifting, artistic, it's expressive. So you could be someone who's very expressive. Maybe there's some sort of hobby or path that you have been destined to, and maybe you haven't been committing to this path because of the fear of judgment of others. We also have Gazelle here. So Gazelle is the air sign, which is heightened awareness, ability, and vulnerability. We have the Gazelle represents supreme grace with every move. This awing, inspiring beauty admits, okay, you're very beautiful, because we just got beauty a couple times. We just got beauty in this card. We got beauty in that card. So definitely you could be very attractive or very beautiful. Admits sophistication and elegance. You could also be very sophisticated and elegant. Gazelle personalities are often hyper aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. And then when in balance, graceful, perspective, and artistic. It keeps mentioning artistic, being very creative. So my beautiful pile one, what this message in the first row, who you are in this situation, what you need to know right now, is whatever path that you want to commit to, but you're too afraid to do because of maybe the judgment from others. It could definitely be some sort of creative endeavor that you want to step into. This is a big message. Stop worrying about things you can't control. The outside of yourself is something you can't control. The only thing you can control is how you react, who you are inside. Everything outside of you is not something that you control, so there's no point in worrying about, how someone else is going to react or how someone else is going to perceive you or what you do, because you can't make everybody happy. So might as well make yourself happy. You can't try to force to make other people happy. No matter how much you try to please others, there's always going to be someone that's upset, So put yourself first and make yourself happy. Chase after whatever this endeavor is, okay? All right, so we also have the Death card here, which talks about transformation. So give me one moment. This is who you are in the situation, okay? That's that row. The next row is the emotions of the situation, as well as some advice about your emotions. So you could be feeling quite down, or just feeling like honestly, it could feel like maybe the world has collapsed. Like death usually is like very close to Mars energy, and Mars represents the tower. So some sort of end of a situation or some sort of death. And it doesn't have to be extremely like devastating, but it definitely could have been something that really affected you, or has put you in a rut, or some sort of like, it's like a sadness, but it causes you to see change and allow change. This message here is like, hey, I know change is hard. I know it sucks, because you look at these memories and you're like, damn, like, I want to always go back to this, or you want to go back to the place that you felt most comfortable, but know that those memories were great, but this change is going to put you in a place that's going to give you even better memories, That's why they always say, like, stop living in the past and live in the present, because you could always make more memories. You could always appreciate the ones that you've had, and you could make more. And with this card specifically, I'll read it again. It says, life is always changing, and I drift easily through those changes, the good and the bad. As I drift through those hard times, I could take comfort in knowing that I will leave them behind as I drift away from good times. I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way, and impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. So the waves in this depiction here is like the change that is coming for you. And, it's like, it's going to be hard. It's going to be like the storm that comes, but know that you will be able to surpass it. You'll be able to survive it. It'll be a little rough. It'll be a little rocky, but the boat will float. I know that it will make it will be a lesson. It will like teach you so much more. And the boat, you'll be able to like learn from this and make the boat stronger, if that makes sense. Like that's what I'm getting. I know I probably could explain that better, but I hope you understand. So now with the last row here, we have the Devil in reverse, the King of Swords, and the World. So we have Capricorn energy here. This is something else you need to know right now. I asked specifically, what exactly does this person need to know? And I think a piece of advice that your spirit guides are giving you, or the universe, is there could be some limiting beliefs that you are carrying, maybe specifically when it comes to not being good enough or not feeling like you can achieve those dreams that you have, my beautiful pile one. You can do it. Don't let these limiting beliefs or whatever others, like usually limiting beliefs, by the way, come from somebody else in your life. Whether it's your, dad, mom, sister, brother, friends who are trying to project their own insecurities, their own fears onto you, saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, do what you want to do. You have a minimum amount of time on this planet. Do what you want to do. As long as you're happy. It doesn't matter if you have millions of dollars. Like, live a life of happiness. Imagine working your whole life till the very, I know I'm like getting off tangent, but like working your life till the very end, and then you're like, damn, I have all this money, but I have no memories to even like, I'm 90 years old and I literally worked my whole life and now I can't even spend this money because I'm too old. So anyways, we also have exploring dark thoughts, detachment, freedom, restoring control, resentment, and lack of will. And then with that as well, let me see if I changed. They're both what you need to know right now. We have King of Swords. This could be someone specific who is an air sign that could be playing a part in this message. It could be an air sign, specifically Gemini, or even someone who's a Taurus. I know Taurus is Earth, but it's depicted here, so it could be that. But King of Swords could also be Libra or Aquarius. They could be a male and an older male. It doesn't have to be, though. It could be just someone who's an air sign. It's quiet power, inner truth, call out weakness, loss of emotions, emotional control, manipulation, misuse of power. This could also be you, by the way. It doesn't have to be someone else. This could be maybe you're feeling weak. You're feeling, you lost this emotional control. Maybe there's like maybe it is really hard. What you're dealing with is really hard, and you're feeling like you've lost a lot of. You could be dealing with a lot of emotions. Maybe the waves represents your emotions, because usually water is emotions, like the cup sign. So maybe you feel like this overwhelming amount of emotions, and this is saying like, try to get grounded, try to find some sort of way, a healthy way, by the way, to cope with these emotions, whether it's journaling, reflecting, therapy, any of these things, to help you find this way of being able to be emotionally stable. Some advice that I have for that is, I know it's really hard sometimes too, because when you're holding so many things inside, when you're holding all these emotions in, it's incredibly hard to stay emotionally balanced. It's hard because sometimes you don't even know how you feel. You just want to snap, you want to react, you want to do all these things. But know that it's always the best decision to not react, to hold it in, just let it go, and find some other way to channel that energy. For example, writing it out in the book, or, literally, if it's somebody you got to talk shit about, literally talk shit about that person in a book. Like, trust me, I know it sounds dumb, but like when you get that shit out, it helps. But besides that, maybe not even that. It could just be like there's some sort of emotional control. We also have manipulation. There could be some sort of manipulation going on. So be aware of that. Maybe some reflection is due because you may not realize that maybe you are sometimes people manipulate without even realizing. And because it's next to emotional control, this makes me think of like you'll get sad about something someone said, and because they said that, then you'll get mad at them, and it's like or try to make them feel bad for making you sad. And it's like your something I learned in therapy is your emotions are your emotions, not theirs. Like they aren't forced to feel the way that you do, or forced to, you know, suppress themselves in order to please your emotions. Like that is manipulation. So be aware of that. I know I kind of like very vague and very little about that. Maybe that's something you may want to look into. And then we have the world here. So the world is also in reverse. All these cards are in reverse. We have seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. So there could be some sort of ending that happened maybe with this King of Swords, that maybe had to do with like some dark thoughts that you had, or maybe you felt really connected to this person, or maybe even like, wait, did one of those cards have limerence? I don't know. Maybe you had like some sort of feelings or like dark thoughts about, or some sort of like addiction even, or limiting belief with this person, and maybe it led to no closure, or you could be on your path of seeking personal closure. You could be trying to seek your own personal closure with this situation, and there could have been a death of that. And it's like, it could be really hard, and it may be holding you back due to worrying about maybe the judgment of others. And it's like talking about the creative endeavors, like going towards, stop worrying about what other people are thinking and just do what you want to do. Make yourself happy. All right. If you want to hear more about that, I said it already like in the beginning, but let's get some more cards about the rest of some more topics. Give us a little bit more information, please. Let's get 4 cards out here. Give us a little bit more information, please. What are some things? Also, we have the patience card. I know I didn't really talk about that, but the patience card could be maybe needing to be patient with yourself. You know, you could be very hard on yourself. And this is just saying, like, be patient with yourself. You know, you're doing the best that you can with what you have. And having some patience and understanding for yourself. You know, you're not going to be able to be compassionate to others unless you are compassionate to yourself. All right. What we got here? What we got here? Hold on. There was too many cards that came out. Please give me 1 card. 1, 2, 3. We got House of Unconscious. So there could be some sort of unconscious, like subconscious behaviors or ideas, specifically limiting beliefs, because that is something that is engraved in your brain due to your child upbringing. That's a therapy thing. I am not a therapist, of course. Please, if you are ever interested in therapy, please go to therapy. Don't listen to me. But something that I learned in therapy is limiting beliefs is one of these things that is subconsciously engraved in you. And that could be something that needs uprooting, and you may want to potentially do that with therapy, because there could be some sort of underlying subconscious stuff within you that is keeping you set back in life. We have also validation, and that's so funny that this card came out, because these cards talk about validation. This one specifically says not being able to commit to a path, and then this one says because they're so focused about what other people think or seeking other people's validation. And this is the overall message of this reading is the only validation you need is from yourself. Like, even I know sometimes you want to talk to your friends and be like, oh, like, do you agree with me about the situation? Like, do you think that I'm like the right, the person in the right? And it doesn't even matter if you're in the right or the wrong, because everyone has their own opinions, perspectives on all the situations based on the way that they were raised. So it doesn't matter what they think, because they're always going to think differently to you, and they're never going to be able to fully validate your feelings. And that's where you come in, and where you know who you are as a person. And you should be like, you know what? I know what my emotions that I'm feeling, and I know that I'm valid for having them. That's where your validation comes. That's where you bring in your own validation. All right, let's see what we have here. What else we got? We got negativity. Let's see. Yeah, there could definitely be a lot of emotions, a lot of sadness, or even negativity in your life right now. My beautiful pile one. I'm sorry that you gotta deal with that. I know it sucks. And I know when you're sad too, it's like you wish like people could understand what you're going through, or what the sadness, or even like feel your sadness too, like so they could have some compassion and sympathize with you. But know that you'll get through this. I know the storm is hard, but you'll get through it. And it's okay to take time for yourself. Treat yourself. Give yourself compassion. I know sometimes even when you are relaxing, it's like your brain isn't relaxing. And maybe that's something that you can look in and reflect about yourself, is how can I actually relax, mentally and physically. Let's see what else we got. 1, 2, 3. We got paranoia. Oh, also, I didn't mention, but I meant to mention, I'm happy that this card came out because I forgot to say, this could also be people's fears, other people's fears that are being put onto you about, I also am getting like, what was one of these cards like talking about, I think having resentment or fear about like, oh my god, what card was it? It might have been Gazelle. Gazelle talked about like being afraid to go outside due to like the hunters or the predators outside. And that could literally be a representation of maybe how you feel. I know the world is a scary place, but if you see the world as a scary place mentally, it's going to be your perception of it, and your world will see it as a scary place. But know that it's a lot of the time, our traumas tend to change the way we perceive the world, and maybe even create a more delusional fears. And paranoia, that's where paranoia comes in. It's where when you experience something scary, where you experience, a chase or like some sort of predator, it's like you then perceive the whole world as just full of them, or just everybody's evil, or just, everybody's horrible, and like, I'm too afraid to go outside. I'm gonna get hurt, I'm gonna get trapped, I'm gonna get, all these different things. And this message is saying, I know it's scary, and sometimes, like, yes, things do happen, but you can't live a life constantly worrying in fear of what could happen. Obviously, you are strong enough. You should have faith in yourself now, have your own validation that you are ready, and you know the red flags, and you know what to stay away from, and that you can live a life of happiness and to the fullest, of being able to go outside, experiencing all the things you do want to experience without this constant fear or paranoia that it's like, somebody's after you, or, some sort of predator, like this gazelle said, is going to be, you know, is going to happen, or some sort of crazy event or tower moment's going to happen. Like, there could definitely be some sort of fear and limiting beliefs that is subconsciously engraved in you due to your upbringing that needs to be resolved. And this could be helped through therapy. For example, if you have some sort of limiting belief where, for example, it doesn't have to be all men are, you know, trash, or all men are, you know, hurtful or mean, or, you know, like this predator, the predator literally said, the gazelle card literally said predator inside the card. So it's making me want to say that word. And if that is something that hits a mark in you, or know that that is not true. Know that there are some good people out there. I know there's a lot of bad in the world, but there's also a lot of good. And you just have to put yourself and learn these red flags in order to avoid the bad and learn how to surround yourself with the good. So, and something that could help you, which I talked about, is therapy, because therapy really lifts these limiting beliefs. All right, thank you so much, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye. All right. I didn't even show the image for Pile 1. Oh my god. Oops. Pile 2. Oh, Lord. I'll just put it in editing. It's fine. It's fine. We got Pile 2 here. Let's see, where's some of the cards? Let's put these cards away for a sec. All right. Pile 2. Welcome to your reading of what you need to know right now. So for you, you got the beauty card. So this topic could be surrounding beauty, or maybe how you see your own beauty. So let's get an appearance card. I'm sorry, I keep saying appearance. Archetype card, which is going to represent who you are in the situation. Like, what is your who you are in the situation. It's going to represent the personality you have in the situation. 1, 2, 3. We have the Servant, and it's in reverse, saying using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. All right. And then we are going to get a Wild Unknown. Oh, we got Zebra. Ooh. Okay, definitely. It's interesting that we got the Zebra card, and this talks about beauty. You could definitely have a very unique style, and like even in the thumbnail, she has like a very unique style. Maybe way of dressing, or you could just definitely have like such a unique style. This Zebra talks about like someone, I just remember having a unique style. Like, there's someone who stands out from a crowd. They would maybe even wear things that most people won't typically wear. I mean, like, look at the chain that she's wearing too. Like, I mean, most of the time you don't really see anybody wearing that. And it's something like very unique. This person likes to dress very uniquely. All right. I don't even know if that's a word. What are the emotions about the situation? Oh, that card went flying. I'm going to take it. Magic, fucking of course. That would be straight up a ring ding ding ding, like if I had my bell. Let me take off the thumbnail for right now. Let's get these cards out. Alright. I don't understand how that is an emotion, but I'll take it, I guess. Maybe you're feeling magical, babes. Magical. What is some advice about these emotions? Oh, we got generosity. Interesting, also, because the Zebra talks about someone who is generous, but it's in reverse, and this is saying to be generous, so maybe this is calling you to be someone who maybe puts more love in. I'm already getting, like, a message. maybe putting more love into the universe, because the more love you put out into the universe, the more you receive. And the card talks about being someone who is generous. Let me see. Let me get it out real quick. Zebra, where you are, babes. What the hell? Where did it? Oh, there it is. When and out of balance, jaded, ponty, and vain. I don't know what the hell that means. Okay, zebras are the most precious gems. Hey, what's up? I'm a gem too. They are young at heart, well cultivated, and have an underdying curiosity about life. Being in the companion of a zebra personality may not only be a delight, but also opens your mind. Be prepared for their potent magic. Bruh, where is my bell? Is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your world view while having a blast. Zebras are also like to contribute to global health throughout environmental or volunteer work. So it talks about volunteering, and this makes me think of like the generosity card. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. You may be traveling, but you could be someone who, and then wait, it says lack of money, excuses to not move forward in life. So you honestly, there could be some sort of trip that maybe you're like, oh, I can't do that. I don't have enough money, or, you know, all this stuff. And it's saying like, bitch, just fucking go for it. Like, you're using that as an excuse. Like, just live your life. And I think it also said like, it keeps talking about like having fun. You know, you're such a like blast personality to be around. And it's like you have this like magic to you that's so contagious. I think also it's like maybe even being more generous and putting more love out into the universe, maybe you will then start to receive more money in order to bring you more happiness in life. Like it's kind of like saying like maybe generosity, like you have this magic about you that when you're generous, it's like the magic brings you the money or something. You're very magical, like you have some sort of fucking psychic abilities or something that you may not even be realizing. You could maybe see a lot of angel numbers or synchronicities. I mean, that was a fucking synchronicity right fucking there. There was magic, came out twice. You're definitely very magic. You could definitely be very fashion forward and very enthusiastic. You could even have like something distinct of some sort of pattern that is black and white that maybe you wear, or maybe a wig because it's got like a mohawk thing. Doesn't have to be, but just wanted to put that out there. All right, let's get to tarot. What else? What is something that my beautiful pile 2 needs to know? We got the Knight of Swords came out. Upright. Let's get another card. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus. That didn't flip over, though, so I'm not going to take it. 1, 2. Oh, what the hell? Why does that keep happening? Did you see that? I'm going to take this. We keep getting air. You definitely could be an air sign, but you could also have some sort of fire that's significant here. So you may want to look at your chart, but we do have a lot of air, in particular Aquarius. So I don't know why I said it like that, but Aquarius could be significant. So something else that your spirit guides may want to say to you, pile 2, is we have ambition, action-oriented, driven to success, fast thinking, defending beliefs. We have conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationship. Ooh, interesting how we have servant here as well. Okay, so I think you could be using something as excuses to not move forward, to not be ambitious, to not be action-oriented. And I think a piece of advice that your spirit guides want to tell you is take this action, move quickly. You're okay to move quickly. Like the Knight of Swords is the most, I think it's the fastest moving knight. So moving very quickly. I think this is saying to move fast, move within this action, whatever action it is you want to take. maybe even traveling. You may be traveling soon or want to travel somewhere or even move, maybe packing your bags, going, some sort of moving or leaving. And it could be even leaving an abusive relationship. That could be for some of you. If it's not, please ignore that message. But for some of you, it could be feeling like you're a servant to a potential abusive relationship. Maybe even someone who is a sword sign, so a air sign, Aquarius in particular, or a Capricorn, or even a Libra and Gemini. So if that's significant, please take that. But this is saying like, move towards these dreams, move towards this whatever. You're definitely feeling stuck right now. You're feeling trapped. You're feeling there's not a much movement. And this is saying bring in this movement, tear down those walls, take action to wherever it is you want to go, and stop letting the fact that you maybe have no money to hold you back. And again, it's like you could be someone who's very generous, a very loving person, but maybe right now you haven't been due to, again, the lack of money, not feeling like you have enough, so you're holding very tightly on things. And this is saying like, it doesn't even have to be gifts, it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be, what you lack. It could be just being nice, complimenting others, telling somebody to have a nice day, like just being generous to others. You could definitely be someone who also is very big into like global health or worrying about climate change, or even like someone who maybe volunteers a lot. And maybe volunteering may help you move forward once again. All right, let's get some more oracles. What are some other things that we could get for pile 2? 1, 2, 3. We have insecurity. Wow, I really love that yellow. It's so beautiful. 1, 2, 3. We have warmth. Oh, maybe this could be also being warm, like warming to yourself, like being kind to yourself and warming up to yourself and bringing this comfort to yourself may also help you be generous to others as well. 1, 2. My nail just popped off. All my damn nails are popping off and I'm fucking sick of it. We have House of Philosophy, maybe doing some sort of stoicism. I think that's a philosophy. Maybe doing some research on that may help you. It may open your eyes to a lot of things. I love stoicism. It's great. It's really wonderful. It really helped me with my mindset in life. 2, 3. What else we got? We got Architect. All right. This Architect card makes me think of you are the architect of your life, your own life. You can build, do, say whatever it is that you please that makes you happy. And you can build the surrounding you want. You can build literally whatever it is that you want in your life. You just got to see it and, see it in your mind, and you can believe it. Like you can move towards, take action towards it. The philosophy thing, this could be maybe trying to help your mindset in order to stop staying stuck. Like, for example, you could be feeling stuck and feeling like you can't go anywhere or can't do anything. And maybe this stoicism may help you with that. Like maybe watching some YouTube videos about stoicism. Let me get you a basic understanding. It's basically saying like, again, like everything outside of you is out of your control and you are the only thing. Your reaction, who you are inside is what you can control. It also talks about how like there's many different parts of stoicism, but another part talks about fearing or worrying so much about the future or worrying so much about a past. It's like if you're worrying about the past, you have you're suffering from depression, and if you're worrying about the future, you're suffering from anxiety. What you need to be living in is the present, And it also talked about if you're worrying so much about the future, it's like it's literally like you are trying to predict every single possibility of an outcome that may not even happen. It literally may not even, it's like maybe 1% chance to actually happen. And it's like, so then why worry about it? I didn't do that great of an explanation, but you should definitely check it out. There's a lot more interesting stuff that says about this. This insecurity card here is making me think of, for those of you who are in potentially an abusive relationship, it doesn't have to be, of course. So take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, ignore it. But there could be a message saying like, hey, you are maybe serving this person or staying with this person or staying in this abusive relationship due to feeling not good enough about yourself, feeling like this is the love that you deserve. And honey, this love is not what you deserve. You deserve more than that. And I know you may deep down may not feel good enough or have some sort of insecurity or whatever's holding you back, whatever insecurities are holding you back. Maybe even do some reflection of what this possible insecurity could be. Maybe this person even feeds into this insecurity. That could be another thing that maybe makes you stuck. But it's like, listen, there is so much more potential within you, so much more greatness within you, if you were to just let these things go and let these things to fall behind you, specifically in your insecurity, whatever insecurities. Maybe you may be insecure to dress up, like the zebra talks about being very fashion forward and being very fashionable. There could be some sort of fear of or insecurity about being fashionable, maybe because of like other judgments or whatever. It doesn't have to be, but some sort of insecurity around that, and that could be something significant that maybe is holding you back for being your own your damn fashionista self. All right, that is all I have for pile 2. We're gonna now jump into pile 3. Oh, oh no, I dropped a card. All right, let's see what we got for pile 3. What we got? Look, this is the pile here. Move it over. Beautiful. All right, pile 3. Let's see what you got. What's some advice that you can get, pile 3? Let's see. All right, let's start off with the archetype card. So what's your personality within this situation? By the way, the card that you got from the beginning was wishes granted. So this could be some sort of wishes that you, oh my god, by the way, this reminds me of the zebra card that we just had. And now this is talking about wishes granted and how like pile 2 is like wanting their wishes, like they're like holding back with their wishes. There's like some sort of like wishes coming towards them. So you may want to check out pile 2, pile 3. So let's see who you are in the situation. So who are you, pile 3, in this situation? 1, 2, 3. We got mediator, and it's in reverse, which is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what this could be. Maybe career-wise. Maybe this is this may be career. Career reading. It doesn't have to be though. Lizard. We have the lizard here for you, which is personality. All right. What are the emotions of the situation? So what are your emotions within this situation? We got fear came out. It could also be maybe a love relationship that you may be having ulterior motives within due to a hidden agenda. I don't know why that popped in my head, but yeah, that could be something. else we got? Yeah, we got the advice. 1, 2, 3. Story of my life. Okay. There's roses. It could be a love situation. Doesn't have to be though. Just because we got those roses here, it's making me think of that. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it kind of a story where even the tough parts have a sort of beauty, inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. That's very beautiful. And let me tell you, it's worth it when I learned that the Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. I think this is it's interesting because it's got some therapy vibes in it. Something that my therapist, my beautiful therapist, I love her, said to me is everybody's doing the best that they can with what they have. So even the people that have hurt you, even the people who have done you wrong, even the worst specimen on this planet, the majority of them are extremely hurting inside. Even the ones that are hurting the worst are the ones that do you the worst. And it's because no one intentionally, she also says like 90% of the time, nobody intentionally tries to hurt you. They don't intentionally try to be wicked. They don't intentionally try to be evil. Evilness, cruelness comes from people who were cruel too, or who have been hurt and they end up hurting others. So this message here says like, it's better to have a mindset of, instead of everybody's trying to hurt me, everybody's trying to, be mean to me or make fun of me or all these different things, instead of having that perspective on life, it may be better to have a perspective on everybody's trying to do that the best that they can with what they have. And even if, something that they did was wrong, they may not perceive it that way, and they may have been intentionally trying to do a good thing and just, happen to fall back on that. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't bring up the situation and address it and tell them what they did wrong, because that's where correction, proper correction comes in. Communication with others is always good, and telling them, what upset you or what they did wrong is always good, because that's how people are able to learn. There's a whole other more stuff on that, but basically the messages here is to have a better perspective on life. And instead of having this fear that everybody's out to get you or out to hurt you, or that the world is cruel, it's like, no, everybody's intentionally trying to do their best and trying to do good. And know that when people try to hurt you, or not even try, but when people hurt you, they don't intentionally try to do it, and whatever they did or however they reacted has nothing to do with you and has more to do with them and how much they're hurting inside. For example, let's give an example. When you are, let's say, in a relationship and you have a partner who maybe says things like, maybe really nasty things like, oh, you don't look good in that, or you're not good enough, or did you clean your hair today, or just any like nasty things. Or it doesn't even have to be that. It could also be like people saying things behind your back, or perceiving you, or giving comments, or whatever. All that crap is their own projections of themselves. So that means if your partner says, oh, did you wash your hair? They're projecting their own messages. Someone must have said that shit to them. Probably their parents, where their parents constantly criticized for their hair being washed. Another example. Oh, you look, any insecurities, like anything, like literally anything, like anything people say is a projection of themselves, or some sort of limiting belief they have in their own mind due to someone else saying it to them. it's all generational trauma. So it's like, might as well, whatever's being thrown at you, whatever garbage of like limiting beliefs is being thrown at you, or fears or whatever, um, let me give you another one. Like if someone says like, oh, your nose, you got a big nose, or you have like whatever, a butt chin or anything like that, it's like it has nothing to do with you and has more to do with them. I bet they got the same criticism from somebody else and they're just trying to throw that shit onto you because it's like it's engraved in their brain. And it's like, not to hold, like, obviously, like, it will make you mad and make you upset, but also try to come with a place of compassion as well and be like, hey, first rub that shit off, acknowledge that comment had nothing to do with you and has literally nothing to do with you and more to do with them and their own insecurities. So brush that shit off, and then also finding a place of understanding and forgiveness. Like, I know it's like kind of hard, like, what do you mean? Like, this person said some nasty shit to me. How am I going to forgive them? It's easier and happier way of living if you're able to just be like, hey, I'm not going to let this comment get to me. I'm just going to brush it off my shoulders, and I'm going to feel bad for this person instead because I know they're suffering. All right, I know I went on a rant. Let's move on. Tarot, what we got here? My damn nails are popping off. Damn. All right. For the last section here is what do you need to know right now, pile 3? What do you need to know right now? We got Page of Pentacles. I'm not going to take the other cards because there's too many. I'm just looking for... Why is this image still on? I'm so sorry. I got distracted. I was mesmerized by her eyes. Maybe you have some distinct eyes or something. Look at this. Look at my nails. What the fuck? I'm gonna glue them on better. Oh, we got 10 of Cups. Okay, so it definitely... There could be some sort of love situation going on here. We also got this card came with it, and it's another card, and it says Pisces twice. It could be some sort of Pisces energy. Doesn't have to be. Could also just be representing emotions again, because we do have the Cups. So, we got the Page of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Reverse, lack of commitment, greediness, laziness, procrastination, learning from failure. And then we have these two cards in the bottom that says 10 of Cups, shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misalignment, values, struggling relationships. You may definitely want to check out pile 2, pile 3, because there's a lot of similarities. And then we got upright, disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, and leaving behind. Okay, so this definitely could have been an ending of a relationship or some sort of partnership, maybe with work. Maybe you worked with someone or went to school with someone that maybe you liked. That could be a very small, like, speck of that. It doesn't have to be. We have the 10 of Cups, though, so it's making me really think of a potential serious thing with somebody that ended up being a disappointment or some sort of situation that you had to walk away from, or you're struggling within that relationship. I think the piece of advice that your spirit guides want to give you, pile 3, is oh shit, I didn't even read the lizard. Oh my god. Hold on, let me read the lizard first before I make an assumption. The lizard says instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, a dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if the sixth sense, the lizard hears yet what is supposed to be spoken, sees what is yet to be manifested. You could be very spiritual, or there could be magic just surrounding you. We have, although this is an amazing gift, it could be easier to wear the lizard down. Big crowds, a lot of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard over their magical essence. This card is an indicator to pull back from the bright lights in big city. Return to the inner artist who has been whispering your name. So maybe stepping into some sort of artistic place in your time of life, pile 3 could be very beneficial. Like maybe stepping into more of like arts and crafts and maybe doing some downtime for yourself may help you with the situation, or find some calmness or relaxation. Or this could be saying you are already doing that. You could be already isolating yourself, and there could be a little bit of residing fear could be the reason to why you're doing that. And this could be another message for those of you that have watched Pile 2. I just want to say, this could be a message saying like needing to let go of that fear in order to step out into the world, bringing love out into the world. Definitely is a big one. So if that doesn't resonate, ignore that. If you didn't come from Pile 2, ignore that. The Page of Pentacles, we have lack of commitment, greediness, laziness, procrastination, learning from failure. There could be some sort of, if this is a relationship, there could be some sort of relationship that maybe you are not feeling very committed to, or maybe being really greedy, like maybe taking a lot more than giving. Because we do have, it says, having interior motives and a hidden agenda, either in a personal or professional life. So this could be like, you could be kind of like separating yourself or having this wall up in a relationship due to potential fear of it not working out. That could be like maybe there's commitment issues, or fear with commitment. And I think an inner monologue to have to yourself is know that you're doing your best. It's okay that maybe you have a little fears. It's okay that, you are trying to protect yourself. Your ego is trying to protect yourself from being hurt, but know that it's okay to open up to love. It's okay to receive love. It's okay to give love. It's okay to love, other people, because the world is short and there's going to be a lot of people in your life that you're going to love. Like, even if, for example, if you hear running, just ignore that. For example, you could have broken up with an ex, right? And you love that person so much to the point where you're like, I don't want to love anybody else. I only want them for me or whatever. And it's like, then you step in, you slowly but surely, like months later, you end up meeting somebody else who's great and you want to be able to love them, but for some reason you just can't seem to. And it's like, it's a message saying, you can love this person and you could love this person. You could have love for everybody. You can love everybody in their own individual way. Of course, maybe not to the extremes of like the person you have now, of course, but you could still love somebody else from a distance. And have love for somebody and be wishing somebody well from a distance. So just because you love somebody else doesn't take away the love you have for somebody else, the other person, if you catch my drift. I don't know why I said if you catch my drift. Anyways, that could be a message. We also have laziness, procrastination, learning from failure. This could be a message that you are learning from failure. Ease up on yourself and know that you're doing the best that you can. I know the relationships, you could be fearful of this, beautiful marriage, this beautiful connection, this beautiful final ending of a situation, a marriage, a family with someone. There could even be, maybe even it's not fear. I think it is fear because we do have the fear card, but this could be also just, you could be having, I just want to keep saying, you could be having fear of a marriage, but let me say the other thing. This could be a shattered dream, like an ending of a relationship that maybe it's shattered and you saw this person as a potential marriage, you saw this person as a future partner, and maybe it just didn't work out, or maybe this some sort of family broke, or there's some sort of domestic disharmony or disconnection, misalignment, some sort of struggling relationship that you could be learning from. Um, and it's saying like, hey, you're learning from this, you're still growing. I know it was a disappointment. I know you felt abandoned. I know you were withdrawing. You're trying to escape. You're trying to run away or leave it behind. But no, you're going to have to face it, but also you are learning. It's hard. To learn, it's hard. Like, deaths of a situation is hard, but you're learning, and know that you will become better and be on top once again. The last thing I want to say is there could be some sort of emotional numbness that I'm seeing here, um, due to shattering of the dreams. Some sort of dreams are shattering, or maybe you fear that all relationships are struggling, or every relationship you're going to enter is going to be struggling. Know that it's not always going to be a struggle. Obviously, there will be hard times and there will be easier times, but the more you communicate with your partner, the more you reflect on yourself, the more you grow as a person, the more you do the mental work through therapy, the easier life will get. A big thing, I saw this one chart on Instagram that was so like interesting. It talked about the first phase of somebody's mind, life, they're playing life on hard mode, is when they are not uh self-aware. It's like everything, they feel like everything's out to get them. Life is just extremely hard. It's only suffering. It's just a constant suffering. And that's life. That's like life on hard mode. It's like the first level of awareness is there is no awareness. Then the next level of some sort of self-awareness is life starts to get easier. Because then you start realizing that everybody else is just projecting. Everything out of your light, like out of your control or outside of you, is out of your control. And becoming more self-aware of who you are and the mistakes you make, as well as how you talk, who you are as a person, why you're the person you are, or what your childhood brought to you, you start to reflect and you're like, wow, now that I'm able to accept myself and start to love myself more, now I can start to, accept others and know that everybody else is just doing the best that they can, just like how I am. And then full self-awareness, I don't know what they said about the full self-awareness, but it's like, you finally are at peace at life. You're finally happy, and you're happy with what you have and what you got, even if it's not perfect. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So definitely, what you need to know right now is there could be definitely some sort of emotional numbness that needs some healing. And when it comes to love, I think being able to love others, or bringing love into the other situation, or having compassionate love for others, and instead of being greedy and taking it all, possibly try to be more generous and give more back. All right, let's get some more oracles, and then that will be the end of your reading. Pile 3. I know we had the wishes granted card. I think your wishes, whatever you maybe you were manifesting a love relationship, or wanting, like maybe you started to be like, oh, I want this and this, and maybe you started speaking this out loud, or manifesting it, like writing it down, or writing down what it is you want in a relationship. Maybe you started to manifest it in your life and it's coming towards you, or maybe has already came. And it's like, it's saying your wishes have been granted, There maybe needs some work that maybe you need to do internally, but I think maybe this person, maybe new love potential, maybe has stepped into the picture, or is going to step into the picture soon. And it was from, the spirit guides were listening, the universe has been listening, and they see what it is that you want, and it's coming for you. You're gonna receive it. I swear to God, it reminds me of something in particular that I manifested. I swear to God, manifestation is real. Like, you could think I'm fucking crazy. I do not care. Manifestation is real. I know you don't think that, but I'm just saying, like, manifestation is fucking real. I swear to God. I said one time, love life, love is hard. Love is hard. And relationships are hard sometimes, but know that it gets easier. But anyways, I met somebody and I was like, I was in my single phase, and made a joke. I literally made a joke to my friend, and I was putting on this deodorant that was like a man deodorant, and cause I like the smell of it, and I was like, like, I want a guy that smells like this, and I like rubbed it on my armpits, whatever, and my friend was like, "What the hell are you doing with man deodorant?" And I was like, "I'm trying to manifest a man that smells like this," jokingly, just joking, but I said it out loud. I swear to God, I swear. Then like not even a couple weeks later, I was talking to this guy and we went out on a date or whatever, had like a nice time, and then like later on while we were dating, not like dating, we were like still like going on dates. Um I was like hanging out at his place and I went into his bathroom, and I swear to God, he had the same fucking deodorant that I had. The same brand, the same smell, the same size. And it was standing right on the countertop, like right at me while I like walked into the bathroom. I was like, no fucking way that this is real. Like, no way that that just happened. It was this crazy shit in my life. Like, and you definitely may have experiences like that. Look at this. We just got this card. Geometric. This makes me think of geometric synchronicities, like things lining up. I think life is all like this is a really like off topic discussion, but I think life is all just like a math equation. Like shit just lines up. Things I know like people are like not everything's supposed to make sense. I truly believe everything in life is already like lined up to make sense. Like things happen for a reason. That's what I believe. Things happen for a reason. And I truly believe that everything you do in life, everything you go through in life is like there's somebody watching and there's somebody trying to teach you a lesson or show you something that you haven't seen before. And for example, with the geometric thing, it's like this card, I designed this card. This is literally my card, and I still have a hard time explaining it. But I see these like TikTok videos where it's like there's some sort of understanding of geometric synchronicities. I mean, I think that's another thing is why we see angel numbers so much. It's like we see 333, and like each number means something. It's like 3 is about growth, collaboration with groups, like being in a group. Because 3 people. Think about 3 people. Also, I have 3 viewers right now. So, what's up, guys? So, yeah, that's. Anyways, this is a long topic discussion I'll maybe have in the future, but maybe that's something you're maybe interested in. 2, 3. Let's see. Wish is granted. Your cards came out. Bitch, your wishes are about to be granted, okay? Whatever wishes, whatever manifestations, whatever... These bitches are being lined up for you right now. While we speak, it's like the universe is like just moving the planets just a little bit. They're like, put that shit over there. Move that shit over there just a little bit. Get that person, whatever manifestation they're trying to manifest right now. Let's see. Let's get one more. 1, 2... 3. By the way, I gotta go to a doctor's appointment in like literally not even like a couple minutes. Okay, so definitely dealing with some sort of loss, loss of a relationship or broken family, some sort of struggling relationships having here, some sort of loss of a relationship, disappointment, some sort of walking away from somebody. It doesn't mean like an actual loss. It could be an actual loss. For some of you, please do not take it if it isn't. This doesn't mean you're gonna lose somebody or anything. This is just saying you may have faced a loss of a friend or like someone who has maybe left your life, and you maybe were feeling very disappointed about the outcome. Maybe you were hoping for something more, and you're feeling disappointed, like sad, having fearful, maybe even about love. But it's like, hey, like things have to make room for new things to come. Like, I know it sucks that change had to happen or some sort of change had to occur, but know that this is making room for your manifestations to come in. It's being lined up as we speak, or as we speak. Like, this had to happen in order for this new wish that you wanted to come. All right. Thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. All these readings today were a lot of fun to do, so if you are feeling interested in checking out any other piles, feel free to. Also, I'm designing merch right now. I'm currently in the works of designing some really cute anime shirt. If you're ever interested in purchasing, I'm going to try to make it as cheap as possible, but it's going to be like a hidden little gem where nobody's going to like know that it's my shirt. I'll have like a little like maybe gem things on it to signify that, but it's just going to be an anime graphic t-shirt that's going to be probably pink. So if you're interested in that, I'll probably have it linked in the description in my shop store at the bottom. You know how most YouTubers have it, and I'll have it for cheap so you guys could get and maybe rep some merch if you're interested. Also, what else do I have to say? I think that's it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Treat yourself kindly, love yourself, and see you in one of the next ones. Bye.